Look who's up! Good timing. We're closing in on her stern as we speak.
That's the ship? She's huge. Law, go gather the others, will you? Think you'll be able to flank them without getting spotted?
Yeah, with the fog as our ally, I think I might just pull it off. Long as we ain't too noisy, we should be okay.
What'll you do if they catch on to us?
Not much I can do. Ship that size, they'll probably blow us to bits before we ready cannons.
Persistent little things. Evidently, I shouldn't have spared the wretched vermin. Hungry already, my dear? Worry not. For you shall have plenty to feast upon shortly.
Perfect. You managed to get us right up beside them.
I'll stay with the ship so we can leave as soon as you're done.
Good. Then let's find Almeidrea.
Shionne, I want to thank you.
What brought this on?
What you said helped to calm me.
Don't mention it.
Now that's what I call a ship!
Yeah. The biggest one in all of Mahag Saar. So big that it took years to construct.
For all we know, Kelzelik may well have been smuggling materials to help build it. In which case it would be yet another mistake on my part.
We don't know that she was only getting materials from Menancia.
You think it's possible that they might have come from elsewhere too? Yeah, I guess I could see it.
But what do you think Almeidrea plans to do from here on out, now that she's abandoned her realm and sailed out to sea?
She'll be filling her coffers with gold, most likely. Then she'll sit back and enjoy the show as the other lords duke it out. Or something to that effect, at least.
I wouldn't put it past her.
She's strong, yet shrewd, and will stoop to any low. A dangerous one indeed.
She's not the first, and she won't be the last. This is a lord we're talking about, remember?
Sounds like you've made up your mind already.
There was never anything to decide. No one who can smile like that while doing what she did deserves to roam free.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
This might not be the best time, but if you have a minute. That mask of yours, it was shattered by a blow from Balseph when you fought back in Calaglia, correct?
Yeah, thanks for the reminder. I thought I was a goner.
Balsef's brute strength was in a league all its own. Yet half the mask remains. It's remarkably durable. Too durable to be Dahnan in origin.
Shionne said the same thing. As if the fact I was wearing it meant there had to be more to me than met the eye.
You recalled your name when the mask broke, I hear.
Yeah, that's right. Although to tell you the truth, I'm a little scared what might happen when I lose the remaining half. Then again, the idea of not doing something because I'm afraid scares me even more. That's why I go on fighting.
Only he who first faces the night catches a glimpse of the dawn.
Come again?
It's nothing. Forget I said anything.
See what you got.
Bring him down!
Into the shadow!
Raging Luna Sword! You're mine!
I'm the true gunslinger around here.
Engaging! Fire support!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Here's evil!
And leave it to me!
Leave the charges to me!
A freezing Arch shield! Here's the evil!
Eat this!
Do it!
Eternal devastation!
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion.
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out.
Let the marksman handle this!
Dragon Force!
Fire support!
I'm going in! I see one, eh? Here I come! I'm ready! Glimmer platform! Listen! It's almost too strong! Split it open! Be my guest!
Glacial Spear! Here's evil!
Rising Water!
New melody.
Show thy mystic mercy! Do it! Do more! Demon Blade!
Allow me to help you.
Swallow Blade!
All good things come to an end.
A comfortable win.
Got it! That went well.
Are you okay? You're not too tired, are you?
Nope, I'm fine. Let's keep moving.
Gotta break through!
Hear me! Flame of fury! Burning!
Severing wind!
Here's evil!
Rising
Freeze
Phoenix!
Blaster!
First strike!
These ones can run rings around us! Searing Flame! Reload!
Slash the shot!
Reload!
Mirage! All teachers ready now! Seismic Good! The temperature ring!
Mega Ray!
Resonate with the earth. Stalagmite.
Eat this!
Damn it! Too fast!
Stand back. I'll trip it up. Raging Luna Storm.
Rising Rider! Enough done!
Do it!
Small, but a victory nonetheless.
We have a long way yet to go.
Tell me, have you ever considered your place? What are you shooting for? Dance on the wind! And them!
Take it!
You're mine! We're not finished!
Mega Ray!
The enemy wields arts too.
We'll soon see about that!
I'm ready!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Elusive deity! Sonic Blast! Luna Rondo! Hurricane! Here I go! Mirage! In an instant! Impact Block!
Don't get careless.
Eat this! Do it! Totally! In an instant! Impact Block!
Lady Fortune must truly be watching over me.
Right, here goes!
There! Go!
Glacial Spear!
No shield can stand up to these fists!
Not so fast!
Glacial Spear!
Ready and ready! The armor won't save you! Eagle Ray!
Splendid Slash!
Blazing
Finish!
Glimmer Crush! Not in your dreams!
Dream Attack!
Get toasty!
Burn Strike!
Don't get complacent.
I never miss!
Demon Fang! No further! Double Demon Fang! Crush!
Eat this!
The rebel! Stop it! I'm ready! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Take it! Got you!
Make the abyssal deep!
Ignite! You won't make a fool of me!
By the
Take
Mirage!
the power of water!
Dragon Swarm! Raging Luna Demon Fang!
Take it!
Double Demon Fang!
Eat this! Power hurricane!
Dragon Swarm! Raging Luna
Here
Storm!
goes!
Snake of the abyssal
ready.
deep!
Clear for us! You're mine! Severing Wind! Stunner! Mirage! Dragon Swarm!
None shall escape my judgment!
Dance in the wind! Cork back! Tornado Alpha!
Nothing shall
Rising Wyvern!
Here I go!
Azure Storm! I'm ready! Demon Tank! Rising
Seems about right to me.
Never seen anything like it.
It's an authentication key. They're quite common.
Maybe where you're from, but this is new to me.
It might go in an elevator somewhere. We should test it out.
Now you see what I can do!
My shield? No further! Demon Tank! Take down their defenses!
Far enough! Do it! Eagle Goodwill! Demon's Descent! Flashing Fang! Elusive Deity!
Confiscated!
Backbreaking Weapon!
Glacial Spear!
Elusive Deity! Swallow Blade! Serpent Knuckle! Begin! I'll grind you into dust! Elusive Deity!
There!
Rising Light! River!
Astral Energy!
Say no more! Here I come! I'm on it! Blow away! Elusive deity! First roll! Desert storm! I'm on for it!
Seems about right to me.
Could have been worse.
You've got
Where are you going?
Rising one! Take this! Take this!
Is it too late to talk over our differences?
Far enough! None shall escape our judgment!
Sonic Thrust!
This freaking justice!
You're finished! I'm ready! Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade! Resonate with the earth!
Try this!
Another incantation ruined.
That freaking does it!
Healing
Circle!
I really Demon Slayer, it comes! I owe you one.
It's time to finish this! Die! Consuming wildfire! Will this help?
Sonic Thrust!
Eat this!
That
freaking does it!
I'm on it! Lifeless Shock! Burn in hell!
Anything in armor is all mine!
Lifeless Shock!
Elusive deity!
I'm on it! I'll run you around!
Mercy!
Dragon Swarm! Pierce through!
Let's get it started!
Heal!
There!
Savage
Ready to go!
Blow away!
It was all about
Lifeless Shock! Burn in hell!
annihilation!
In a bind? Eat this!
Not in your dreams!
Sword Land Hell!
Come on!
Elusive deity!
Eternal Devastation!
These kids have got your name on them!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Got it! I'll leave it to you!
Will this help?
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Will this help?
Dragon Swarm!
They'll find us along the
Do it!
Deity! Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade!
Lady Fortune must truly be watching over me.
This looks nice and tough.
Looks like some solid equipment.
Your reflexes will not serve you well here.
Here's evil. Ready. Do it.
I'm on it.
Blaster.
You're done!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah, and probably to me.
Can you take it? Severing wing!
Lost my focus.
Elusive deity!
Rising Water!
Soaring Rondo! Lunar Rondo!
Mega
Rising
Ray.
Phoenix!
Gemini Aqua.
I'll face you!
I'm all stuffed up.
Rising Wyvern! Winter Dragon! Lightning
it
Edge
with the earth.
Sword!
Stalagmite.
Double Demon Fang!
Cyan
Destruction! Crush! Demon Fang!
The abyssal deep.
Talon Hurricane! Double Demon Fang!
Do it. Go
Destruction!
again.
Eternal Devastation!
These don't seem like your run-of-the-mill Zeugles the Renans usually keep around.
Indeed. I believe it's safe to assume these were used in her experiments.
They certainly look as twisted as her.
Even here.
Small, but a victory nonetheless.
We have a long way yet to go.
This is...
I remember seeing instruments just like this back in Estaluva Forest.
It looks and smells like some kind of medicine.
Whatever this place was used for, I doubt it was anything of repute.
Out of our way.
For my lord!
Come on!
Dragon Form!
Take it!
Sonic
You
Thrust!
think that shield will save you?
Got you now!
Pesky airborne scoundrels!
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
Its armor's too strong! Be my guest! Dragon Form! We're not finished! Eat this!
Do it. This one's got your name on it.
Ashes to ashes!
Glacial Spear. Pierce evil.
An astral art?
That's my cue.
Shut him down!
Denied. Where are you going? Glacial Spear. Pierce evil.
Dragon Form!
No further!
Try this!
This has got your name on him!
Vulcan Ring!
I'll face you!
Try harder!
Be sorry I hit one.
Burning Strike!
Swallow Blade!
Here goes!
Carp back, will ya?
Burning Strike! Glacial Spear. Pierce evil. Freeze
Getting piled. I'm on it!
There! Oh,
Sword Rain Alpha! Lightning Strike!
Eagle Fly!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Everyone's still in one piece?
What is that huge flower-looking thing up there? Is that the ship's engine?
Indubitably. As one might expect, large ships require large engines in order to sail.
And if we destroyed it?
We might well sink the ship. Who knows if we would be able to escape before that happens.
Almeidria sure has been busy since the contest began.
This isn't Almeidria's doing.
You mean she didn't build this?
The body, yes. However, my guess is that the engine comes from a starship.
A starship? As in one of those vessels used to go to and from Lenegis?
Correct. The technology employed on Lenegis and in starships is more advanced than anything in our daily lives. Almeidrea may be resourceful, but she could never produce an engine like this on her own.
You mean to tell me we've got even bigger enemies waiting for us up in the sky? Ugh, my head hurts just thinking about it.
Don't worry about that for now. Just focus on taking care of Almeidrea.
Shut him down! I'm ready! Blow them away!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
Retreat if you know what's good for you! You've got spirit!
Shoot! All yours, Kisara!
Here's a healing arc!
Double demon fest!
You hear it now!
You're mine!
Take that!
Freezing storm! Arc seal!
Eternal devastation! Ignite!
Resonate with the earth!
Confiscated!
Eat that!
It's almost too strong.
Watch it! I'll split it open!
Be my guest!
Doline! This one's got your name on it!
Action to action!
Any injuries?
Discourteous, aren't you?
Take this!
Flaming thrust! Out of the way!
Where are you going?
Swallow dance! Begin! Punch that gun out of your hand!
All yours, Kisara!
Lightning!
Azure Sword!
Win!
Double demon fang!
Eagle Ray!
Turbine Alpha!
By the power
We're
of
not
one!
finished! You're mine!
Shattering to pieces!
I'm ready!
Into the shadows!
Burn in hell! Sonic thrust! Turbine Alpha!
I never miss!
Eternal devastation! Take demon fang! I'm on! Soaring blast!
Glacial spear!
In a bind?
Here's the evil!
You're mine!
Ready and
You're
ready!
finished! Come back, will you?
Now you see what I can do! Engulf you!
You're mine!
Official deep! Clear for us a path!
Eternal devastation!
Ready to go!
I'm ready for it!
Hey! Blow them away!
We have a...
Discourteous, aren't you?
For my lord! Azure Sword! Kisara!
Hear me!
Take this!
Fury!
Damn it!
Burning
Too fast!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Destruction!
Do it!
Does it hurt?
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
My exploits are bearing fruit.
Looks like we've spotted one of Poodle's friends.
What's with that shining foe over there?
Retreat if you know what's good for you! Destruction! Double Demon Fang! Clear for us a path! Pierce through! I'll finish you here and now! Sword Rain Alpha!
Nothing gets by me!
Eat this! Titan Hurricane! Azure Storm!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Demon Fang! Rising Viper! Do it! Mirage!
Blazing Storm!
Pierce through! Not today!
Watch this! Tornado!
Now you see what I can do!
Azure Storm!
Nicely done.
Looks like trouble with a capital T!
No, together, we got this!
Where are you going?
Double Demon Fang!
Freezing Storm!
I'm ready! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
How's this?
It's turning water!
A freezing storm!
The abyssal
Clear for you picked the wrong fight!
Tornado!
Dragon Storm! Crush! Demon Fang!
Eagle Annihilation! Mega Ray!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Get toasty!
Burn strike!
I'm pretty worn out.
Want to rest up for a bit?
Out of our way!
Roaching Fury! Double Demon Fang!
The abyssal
Talon Hurricane! Glimmer Dragon! Rising Wyvern! Mirage!
Glacial Stiff One Fly!
Knuckle! Swallow Blade!
Freeze Lancer!
Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang!
Talon Storm!
Aqua
I
Serpent!
never miss!
No further! Talon Sword Rain Alpha!
Do it!
Watch this! Light Burst Force!
Radiant Genesis!
Don't get complacent.
choice. Got you now.
I'll smash you!
You picked the wrong fighter.
Raging Unicorn!
It can hide itself?
I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
I'm only getting trouble!
On a roll, man!
Watch and bleed!
Here I come. Don't lose it. Orochi's Fury.
Fury Flame! Reload!
Now, in the groove!
Flame! Reload!
You're mine.
Talon Hurricane! Eagle Fly!
There. Come quiet.
Freezing Storm!
Ignite.
Radiant Flame! Watch this!
Ice Tornado!
Orochi's Fury.
Eat this! I'll blind you with this Swallow Dance! Elusive Now you see what I can do!
Double team fang.
None shall
Swallow
escape
Dance!
my judgment!
Can't get out of this! Now I'm in trouble! Begin!
Arch Here! Not on my watch! Now, back into the fray! Annihilate!
You won't make a fool of me.
Raging Flame! I'll finish you here and now! Deity!
Orochi's Fury.
See what happened there as you crossed me. Shouldn't have done that. Storm!
This one keeps charging us.
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Strike! Goodwill! Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis! A freezing storm!
Break it dusting!
Pile driver.
Can you take
Demon
it?
fang.
Soaring blast! Swallow
If
blade!
it's in the sky, it's mine!
Let me free you!
Fire's attack! Here
Where
goes!
are you going?
Incantation ruined!
This one's all mine.
Cyan is
The enemy wields arc too.
We'll soon see about that! Hear me! Flame of Fury!
This should do it.
Elusive deity! You require a path.
Not on my watch! Freeze Lancer!
Can't get out of this!
May 1,000 gales tear you to shreds!
Raging
Not
Luna
today.
Sword!
Gusty nail! Reload! Far enough! Field!
Hitting pile driver! Soaring blast!
Time to let it rip.
Light action of the wind!
Bestow thy mystic mercy!
Demon fang. Crush.
Blazing stone! Our arts are being interrupted.
Coming through. Ha! Mount. Scarlet Inferno.
Do it! Tempest engulfs you!
Luna Rumble.
Hey! Blow them away!
That was a little close for comfort.
She sure spared no expense on her castle.
This must be...
The captain's quarters. The presence of the spirit vessel and the sheer extravagance on display can leave no doubt.
There's no one here.
Yeah, but I doubt she's out for a moonlight stroll. You think she jumped ship and ran away again?
I doubt it. The conniving witch is probably up to something.
Agreed. In any case, as long as she hasn't suddenly sprouted wings, she has to be somewhere on the ship. Let's keep looking. The way this key's been placed, it's like she's daring us to come find her.
Yeah, like it's all some damn game to her.
What's wrong, Sweetie? Is something scaring you?
Maybe he just doesn't like being in her room.
I think there's more to it than that. What could it be? Is this the ship's cargo? What a pain. I can't see anything past all this stuff.
Be on your guard. For all we know, there could be something hiding around here.
Where are you going? Do it!
I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
None
Clear for us a path!
Ready to go!
shall escape my judgment!
Azure Storm! Swallow Blade! Rising Wyvern! Rising Phoenix! Do it! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Looks like we won.
No backing down! Now you see what I can do!
Instant!
Fatal Blast! Can't get out of this! Demon Pest!
Those flying creatures are a real pain in the butt!
Eat this! Raging Luna Storm!
Healing, go for the weak point!
Rising Cosmic Rupture! Elusive Deity! Dragon Form!
I never miss! We'll soon see about that!
Elusive Deity! Eagle Ray!
By the power of water!
Talon Hurricane! Dragon Form! I'm just getting started! Leave the charges to me! Elusive Deity! Omega Alpha! Wide open! Now you see what I can do! Dragon Form!
I'm only getting
Begin!
started! Gemini Aqua!
Resonate with the earth! Stalagmite! Talon Hurricane! Eagle Azure Storm!
Hurricane!
The Abyssal
Quiver
Demon!
This! Not on my watch! Let the marksman
Can't
handle
get out of
this.
this!
Burning Storm!
Double Demon! Talon Storm!
I never miss!
Eagle Ray! Burn in hell! Talon Hurricane! I'll face you! Eagle Storm! Dance on the wing!
Searing Tempest! And that's my will! Flare Tornado!
Armor won't save! Now I'm through! Sword Rain Alpha! Tempest and Gulf! Do it!
Mega Ray!
Dueling! In an instant! Impact Block!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood. to the barrier? Here.
We'll just have to go back and check.
Retreat if you know what's good for you. You've got to do it. Elusive deity. Eating pile timer. Double demon fight. Look sharp. Lightning tiger blade.
Radiant Flame! Here goes! Radiant Flame! This one's mine! Do it!
In an instant. Impact Claw. Azure Storm. These fists have got your name on them.
Not in your dreams!
Eating Fire I can carve through armor. My shield. All yours, Kisara.
Barely a blip on our radar.
Thus our strength yet grows.
If Almeidria's not in her own room, just where the hell is she?
It's possible she may be on the bridge, but I would guess that she's waiting for us elsewhere on the ship.
Which means she's most likely chosen a place where she'll have the advantage in a fight.
Be careful, guys. I came from an entire family of Dahnan mages, and that woman murdered all of them. All on her own. I hate to say it, but she's an incredibly powerful astral artist.
We already know she specializes in controlling wind astral energy. But on top of that, she might try to sick that monster on us again, too.
Right. To that woman, life itself is just a toy for her to play with. Let's make sure we put an end to it. Well, we've only one last place to look. Straight ahead.
Almeidria.
There she is! Almeidria!
But all alone? Watch yourselves. She's probably planning something.
I was getting rather tired of waiting around. Oh my, and I see you came along as well, Dahnan Witch.
Almeidria.
What's this? I thought you couldn't stand the sight of me. Go on, little one. Show me the full force of that hatred of yours. Otherwise, run and hide like the rat you are.
That's enough! How can you smile while causing pain to so many others?
That is the way of those who possess great power. The very way we Renans live by. Those with power set the example, and those without it are forced to obey. Though you two seem to have forgotten that's the way these things work.
And you really think that justifies your actions? You turned all those people into a hollowed sea!
What foolishness. It's only natural that the fate of a slave differ from that of its owner. Very well, I admit I did fan the flames just a tad back in Niez. But it wouldn't have mattered in the slightest if there hadn't been a spark to ignite. Without it, my actions would have been fruitless. Ultimately, it was their very own burning hatred that laid them to waste. To say it was all my fault is simply laying blame at the wrong feet.
No one's perfect. We all have darkness in our hearts. But the atrocities that you've committed, they're unthinkable! Your heart is nothing but darkness!
What a fool! To think time and time again you would challenge Renan authority without so much as an inkling of how things actually work. Such ignorance is why your kind has been enslaved for 300 years.
Almeidrea.
Well, if it isn't Lord Dohalim.
These people are my allies and friends. I won't let you insult them so.
My, what a shock. I never would have expected you to claim mere slaves as your companions. If I didn't know any better, I would question your noble lineage. Oh, how far the mighty have fallen. A traitor such as yourself hardly deserves to be called a lord.
You are nothing compared to Dohalim.
Rinwell.
He would never stand by and laugh. His people hollowed!
Ha! What does it matter? You're descended from those who allowed the power and knowledge entrusted to them to wither away. Your pitiful family may have feared it, but I do not. That knowledge and power is all mine to command. And now, you will witness what that power's truly capable of! Nesmold! Enjoy your meal! Such sad eyes, child. Let me reunite you with your parents.
Shut up! I'm gonna take you down and it's the very last thing I do!
That's right. Loathe me. Every step brings you closer to being me!
You're wrong! You're wrong! I'm nothing like you!
Demon Fang! Destruction!
Radiant Spear!
Sonic
Mega
Thrust!
Ray! Back into the fray!
Double Demon!
Radiant Supernova!
Foolishness.
Dance in the wind!
I'll smash you!
Radiant Shield! More for the stockpile!
Nothing gets
Thunder
by you.
Shield! Lightning! Downfall! I'm ready! I never miss! Tiger Blade! Constantine!
Demon Fang!
May 1,000 gales tear you to shreds!
Right.
Denied!
You with a duck!
Gusty Nail! Radiant Hand Pierce!
Here I come!
Mega Ray! May 1,000 gales tear you to shreds! Gusty Nail! Raging Cascade!
Not today!
More for the stockpile!
This should do it! Here I come!
Lightning Orb!
Anything in order is all elusive deity. Just try.
You may be slow. Can't end here! Couldn't make it in... Plasma Shock!
Where are you going? Magic is here!
Rising Phoenix!
Nothing gets by me!
It's on! Burn in hell!
Astral energy! Lightning field!
Tornado Drive! Plasma Shock! Stay away from my friend!
Freezing storm!
Demon Fang! Prepare to be feared! No further! Sonic Thrust! Take it there! Take this! I'll grind you in the dust!
It's over! Shining Supernova!
What's she doing now?
She's infusing her beast with more power!
Get ready!
Raging Lunar Storm!
Thunder Field! Terra!
It's on!
Pluto!
You pay for that!
You're brimming with hatred.
I still got some fight left in me!
Ready and raring!
Got it! Changing up the flame!
See what I can do!
Flame of Fury!
Hitting back!
Here's the healing arc! Photon blast!
Take it!
Dance in the wind! Searing steel! Reload! All one! Here! Healing circle!
Double Demon Fang! Take this! Bestow thy mystic mercy! Sonic
Arch Steel!
Blending Flash!
Not on my watch! Reload!
Nothing gets by me.
Flame lightning!
Foolishness.
Raging Cascade! This one's mine!
Double nothing back! Double Demon
Steel!
Fang!
More for the top!
Eat this!
Photon flat! More with there!
Now you see what I can do! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Will this help?
Be still! Heal! Mirage!
Healing
Coming forward!
I'm
not feeling so great. No, you'll try harder! Now! Try harder! Heal! Here I come! Do it! Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone.
I can't heal you forever! Here I go!
They're attacking separately! I can't land a hit on her!
Keep an eye on her. And take out the monster first.
Can't get out of this! Take this!
She's no stranger to astral arts.
I can take care of that!
Yeah! Take it away! Demon Fang!
This one's mine!
Sonic Thrust! This is looking good! Ignite!
Pierce the Evo!
Soaring Blast!
The last one! Air thrust! Lightning condemned!
My true power. Wits about you, people.
Lightning condemned!
Begin!
Thunderbolt!
Sonic Thrust!
The winds of judgment blow your way! Fall before impending calamity! Chaotic disaster!
I'll smash you! Not today!
So that's the trick up her sleeve.
Your astral arms aren't so special. And now, they're mine! Mega Ray!
In a bind?
Primed and ready!
Far enough.
Orochi
This
Fury!
one's mine!
Okay.
Gemini Aqua!
This is some punishment.
Try harder!
Field! Searing Flame! Reload! Flame of Fury! Burning! Glacial Steel! Pierce Evil!
Anything in armor is all mine! Rising Wyvern! Run up! Clear for us attack! It's too much!
Pierce Evil! Freeze Lantern!
This is some punishment.
Burn!
Just what the Where are you going?
Here I come!
Graviton Field! Lightning condemned!
You will suffer! Raging Lunar Storm! Azure Storm! Double Demon!
Not while I'm around, she isn't.
I can carve through armor!
Seal. I'll be saving this one. I'll heal you
Ringwell!
I'll never forgive you.
What?
I'll take you down! You don't scare me!
Go for it, Ringwell!
Hit her now! Hey, that...
Burn in hell!
Cyan instant! In here!
Rosie Fury!
I'll be saving this one! In here! You suffer! Here's a healing arc! First aid!
Can
you take it? Supernova! Glacial Spear! More with that! My true power! Not on my watch! Thunder Storm! I'll run you with anything you want! I'll end you! Astral Energy!
Say no more!
You murdered my mother and father. But I'm not like you.
Rinwell.
Even now, I hate you. But here I am, unable to let go. Honestly, even if I took my hatred out on you here and now, it wouldn't make me feel any better in the long run. I realize that now. So, I won't kill you. I'll take you in and make damn sure justice is served the right way.
You would dare mock me with your foolish, useless pity? A Dahnan, nothing more than a mere slave. I won't allow you to...
It's not about what you think. Or being Dahnan or Renan. Because you'll atone for the crimes you committed. And that's all.
It's that swordsman again.
Lord Volron, what brings you here? No, forgive me. I've forgotten myself. Please allow me to make it up to you, my lord.
Silence now, wretched snake. Does it hurt? It should. That pain is proof you're still alive. Enjoy it.
Volron. Years ago, the Lord of Ganeth Haros met a sudden death. His successor was a man by that very name, Volron.
And like a restless lover, I've come back for more.
Stop right there!
Think you can cut me down? What?
happened to him? Alvin! Say something! Let go of me! Let me go!
Gianna!
Alvin! Alvin!
Come and find me, if you truly are the Sovereign. After all this time, I'll be free from this hell. I can finally go home. I doubt I'll ever see this place again. Might as well walk the block once more for old time's sake. As usual, nobody wants to explain anything to me. They just threaten and harass me instead. What does everyone think I am? Some sort of talking pet? They're the ones that dragged me all the way up here in the first place. Bastards. I shouldn't have bothered coming out. Might as well head back to my room. I just wanted to go back. To Dana. To my home.
Alphen.
Leori.
Alphen. Live for me.
No. Leori. No!
Wait, please. Wait, What was that? That... How long ago was that? That's right. Shion. Oh, right. That's what pain felt like. So much for it all being a bad dream. Where am I? Where is everyone? I need to find them. Better start looking. story. Shion. Damn it!
You picked the wrong fight! Plasma shock! Now! Tear! Mirage! Dragon Swarm! Dragon Swarm! Sword Lane Alpha! Crush! Azure Storm! Orochi's Fury! Azure Storm! Pierce! Sonic Thrust! Crush! Wind! Lunar Rondo! Azure Storm! Double Demon Fan! Slash! Pierce through! Slash! This one's all mine! Demon Fan! I could do without this pain! Eat dirt! There! Here I come! Severing Wind! Mirage! Dragon Swarm! Plasma Shock! Sword Lane Alpha! Dragon Swarm! Double Demon Fang! Crush! Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang! Orochi's Fury! Try harder! Pierce! Dragon Swarm! Sonic Thrust! Stardust! Mirage! Plasma Shock! I have no limits! Dragon Swarm! Eternal Devastation! Crush! This one's all mine! You picked the wrong fight!
Alvin?
Rinwell!
What happened just now? Normally you'd be able to take that thing with your eyes closed.
Thank goodness you're alive. Are you all right?
Yeah.
I'm just glad we found you in one piece. You were the only one still missing. There's a village back the way we came from, Thistleim. Kisara and La are already there.
Rinwell, where are we?
Ganeth Heros, Volron's realm. Remember?
Ushered by the waves straight to the enemy stronghold. A rare stroke of luck, it would seem.
Luck?
If Volron's here, that means Shion's close too, right?
Shion? Oh. Right. Of course.
Are you sure you're feeling okay? You seem a little off.
He's probably just exhausted. Let's save the catching up for when we're back at the village.
think Huro senses an owl around here.
We won, but...
Right, here goes!
Course in this blade!
Begin! Does it hurt? Cut and flat! Lunar Road try harder!
Clear for us a path! Is it high?
Rising
Just
Wyvern!
back it out again!
Mirage! Dragon Swarm! Eternal Devastation!
Feel! Always saving this way!
Dance on the wind! Rising Wyvern! Stardust!
More where that came from!
Mirage! I'll blind you with it! Light Burst 4!
Radiant Genesis!
Azure Storm! Double Demon Fang!
The enemy wields arts too.
You'll soon see about that!
Eternal Devastation! Dueling! In an instant! Impact Block!
Hey, I'm pretty lucky.
Speaking of Thistlelim, it's populated by Danans, but they're not under the rule of any lord. Pretty refreshing, huh? The whole town was built by Danan defectors, escapees from elsewhere. This area's teeming with stray Zeugles, though, so heaven only knows how they managed to set up a community here. The ordeal seems to have left them understandably on edge. Kisara and La are back there right now trying to convince them of our good intentions. Say, Alphen, it looks like you got your face back then.
Yeah,
And your sense of pain, too, it would seem. Any connection?
Really? Oh, but that means...
probably.
I wonder if Alphen's going to be okay.
For now, I believe we should hold off on speculation and simply keep an eye on him.
Right. Hmm? You're saying we should... check the Owl Forest?
Alphen! Boy, am I glad to see you safe.
Well, did you manage to convince them we're not in league with any lord?
Yeah, eventually.
When the ship sank, I thought we were done for. Guess the world just couldn't keep us apart.
Yeah, and now we can finally go rescue Xion.
There's something I need to tell you guys first. I got my memory back.
So, what did you remember? Are you able to tell us now?
Give the man some space, Law.
I remember being up on Lenegis.
Go on.
I was abducted from Dano. I was told if I ever wanted to return home, I'd have to cooperate. So So that's what I did. Next thing I knew, they had made me into the Sovereign.
You mean to say you won the crown contest? As a Dahnan?
No. They kept me locked in a strange facility. They experimented on me, like I was nothing more than an animal. There were others, but only I survived. Of course, I wasn't really a king. The reality was that they treated me worse even than the lowest slave. The only reason I survived was because my body was able to withstand the Sovereign's power that they placed inside me.
The crest that appeared behind you on Almeidria's ship, Murren.
What exactly does being the Sovereign entail?
They said it was for something called the Spirit Channeling Ceremony. They taught me how to harness my power for when the big day came. As for what the ceremony was actually for, unfortunately, I never found out.
So if what you're saying about being on Lenegis is true, then maybe you really did meet Xion. After all, you said you recognized her from somewhere, right?
But Xion said she'd never seen him before. How do you explain that?
I was wrong. It wasn't Xion I knew from Lenegis. It was Naori. She was a Renan maiden they paired me with during the Spirit Channeling Ceremony. She's the woman I kept seeing in my dreams.
A maiden? What?
Wait, so this Naori figure just happens to be the double of Xion? Bit coincidental, isn't it?
Naori's family name was Imerys.
Imerys? As in Xion Imerys?
So they're distant relatives or something? Wait, or are they sisters?
Your guess is as good as mine. All I know is it was Naori. She's the one who put the mask on me.
The mask? But why?
To keep my soul from devouring itself over the guilt. After what I did on Lenegis. Over the lives I took.
Lives? You mean you staged a rebellion?
Perhaps it was a part of this spirit channeling ceremony?
I don't know. Whatever it was that the spirit channeling ceremony was supposed to achieve, it didn't turn out as planned. I lost consciousness halfway through. By the time I came to, Lenegis was a sea of flames. I opened my eyes to see Naori there, weeping. I shudder to think of how many deaths I caused that day. Certainly more than any of these lords can claim, I'm sure.
You really expect us to believe this? First the Sovereign, then Lenegis? You couldn't possibly have done all that.
I wonder. In ancient scripture, there is tell of a terrible calamity that befell Lenegis, nearly destroying it. The restoration took years, and required the work of countless laborers.
By ancient, you mean...
It predates the crown contest, to a time before even the first Renan invasion of Dahna. More than 300 years ago.
300? But that'd make Alphen...
That's right. I'm pretty much an antique of a human being. Deep down, maybe I already knew.
Alphen.
Some hero, huh? Cooperating with the same villains who snatched me from my home, committing mass slaughter, only for it to slip my mind. Then, when I finally remember, turns out I'm so old I've got scripture written about me. So much for standing up to injustice. I've probably got more blood on my hands than all the lords combined!
Alphen, stop! Honestly, I'm not going to pretend to understand what all this means. But what I do know is that right now, you're just reacting to the shock.
Kisara.
Listen, what you really need is time. Time to process things and get your head straight. Truth be told, I think that probably goes for all of us.
What about Shion? We can't just...
I'm worried about Shion too, Law. But it's clear that Alphen's in no fit state to fight. This is Volron, remember? Even at full capacity, it's practically a suicide mission. We stay put in the village till we're ready. Okay, everyone? Take some time to think things through, okay? But remember, we're all here for you if you need us. No matter how dark things might seem, you're not alone, Alphen.
Thank you.
It's fine. All right, everyone. Let's break for now.
Do I even have the right to fight? Do I have the right to go to Shion's rescue? What do the others think?
All this time, I thought it was the worrying about Shion and the pain bringing you down. I didn't realize you were lonely too.
I guess all of us are. In one way or another.
Yeah, but you've only just found out. I mean, no, not found out. Remembered.
To tell you the truth, I was actually beginning to forget I'd even lost my memory in the first place. Now that it's returned, well, you can see what I'm like. It's strange. When I think about Lenegis, it still feels like it was only a year or two ago that I was there. But then I realized what feels like years was actually centuries ago.
What about your hometown? Do you know if it's still there?
I doubt it. When the Renans invaded, the world as I knew it changed overnight. Even if the place is still there physically, I expect the people will be long gone. Certainly everyone I knew, at least. My family, my friends.
Yeah, I know how that feels. I have no home to return to either. No family waiting for me. I used to curse my bad luck that I'd ever been born a mage in the first place. Otherwise, if I hadn't, maybe my mother and father would still be alive today. Although if that had been the case, I guess I'd probably still be just another slave with no means to resist. I'd never have met up with you guys, that's for sure.
Have you learned to embrace your powers yet?
Nuh-uh. I resent them a little less than before, though. They've kept me alive this long, right? I try not to think about it too much. After all, who can predict what the future will hold? I guess what I'm trying to say is that with everything that's happened in your past, finding out you're the Sovereign and all, it's no wonder you're conflicted. Heck, honestly, I think anyone would be.
Rinwell.
First it was Xion, then it was me, and now it's you. All of us suffering, just because of some power we never even asked for.
Yeah. All this time you were suffering right in front of me, and I never even knew. I feel like I finally understand what you and Xion were going through.
You couldn't have known. Still, if you want to make it up to her, shouldn't we hurry it up and rescue her already? Poor Xion must be lonely, all by herself wherever she is.
Yeah, you're right. Let's get going.
You're certainly full of surprises, aren't you?
Trust me, it's not intentional.
Sorry, that was insensitive of me. Though, there's still an awful lot I wish I could understand. Every new piece of information seems only to yield further mysteries. The truth feels just as elusive as when we first started. I am well aware of where you got your powers. But why, as a Dahnan, do you bear the same crest as the current Renan Sovereign? More to the point, why choose a Dahnan for their Sovereign in the first place? And then there is the Maiden, a figure so powerful, she's playing yin to the Sovereign's yang in esoteric ceremonies. And yet, I'd never even heard of her. Then again, this all occurred 300 years ago. What if the term Sovereign doesn't even hold the same meaning as it did back then? Listen, I may be a traitor among my people, but I am still Renan, born and raised. I learned the same history, listened rapt to the same tales. And yet now I feel like there was little truth to any of it.
Speaking of which, there's something else that I remember from the spirit channeling ceremony. It used the Renis Alma.
You're certain?
Yes. Or at least that's what they called it. Only you would know if it was one and the same.
Oh, I have never laid eyes on the real artifact myself. And you never participated in a crown contest. You're not even Renan. Many mysteries lay buried in these 3 centuries past.
3 centuries is more than several lifetimes. Was I really out that long?
Well, I'm only estimating based on historical record. But all the facts would seem to point that way.
Who the hell am I?
If I may be frank, we have even bigger fish to fry than that. By comparison, the far more important question at hand is, just what does it all mean?
Frank, huh?
Sometimes, we need a little help in addressing the truth behind our pain. Not to compete over lives lost, but I suspect your count is still somewhat beneath mine.
Thanks for lending me an ear. And sorry for being a bother.
Please, no thanks are necessary. The quicker you get back on your feet, the sooner we can all get back out there.
What do you see out there?
Zeugles. Strays by the looks of it. We unwittingly disturbed their territory on our way here, and now they're looking pretty riled up. So, feel like you're making headway? You know, sorting through things?
All I know is Shion needs our help. As for what happens after that...
Say, how did you get back down here from Lenegis, anyway?
I came down in a Renan starship. I have Naori to thank for that.
What happened to her? Did she come with you?
She stayed behind. Just as I wanted to get back to Dana and my people, Naori's place was with her fellow Renans, performing her duties as the Maiden. Neither of us asked for the power or roles we were given. I suppose we felt a kinship with each other in that sense. But even then...
Wait, so you mean it wasn't just Danans like you that Lenegis abducted? You're saying they forced Naori, one of their own, to serve against her will as well?
Even within Renan society itself, there exists a hierarchy. I don't think she was ever given the option to refuse. Despite that, she did everything she possibly could to serve her people. The very same ones I ended up slaughtering. And even after that, she still helped me escape back to Dana. She stayed behind on Lenegis to help any of her people who survived. I owe her more than words can express. A debt left to fester for what? 300 years? How do I even begin to make up for something like that?
In all honesty, you don't. You can't atone for what's happened in the past. I don't think anyone can. Be it several centuries ago, or just yesterday.
What are you saying? That I might as well give up?
I'm saying you don't have to be a white knight in shining armor. Back after my brother had passed away, it was you who told me that his dream lived on inside me. And you did the same for him, for Dohalim, when he was ready to give up too. You were there for both of us. You know what I heard? I heard you telling me to keep fighting. To strive no matter what.
Then I was out of line. I had no right to ask that of you.
No, you're wrong. Those words were exactly what I needed to hear at the time. In fact, I would go as far as to say that I wouldn't even be here had I not heard them. Left to my own devices, who knows when I would have been able to pick myself up. Besides, it's not like killing all those people was a choice that you made of your own free will, right? The truly terrible ones are the people who abducted you. The ones who forced you to wield that power. They're the ones you should be blaming. Not only that, but that guilt you feel inside, that's all the proof you need to know you're a good person, Alphen. Do you understand? If I'm still allowed to fight and keep on living, then damn it, Alphen, so the hell are you. But, if you're still not convinced, then ask yourself this. What is it that you've really been fighting for this whole time? Go on, ask yourself.
What I've been fighting for, huh?
Alphen, are we gonna go rescue Shion or what? What's gotten into you, man? Aren't you worried about her?
Do I even have any right to be?
If you were in my place, you'd say, to hell with all that. What do you want to do?
Sounds like me. Pretending I have all the answers is kinda my forte.
Come on, man, snap out of it. This isn't like you. Look, I get it. You finally remember your past, only to feel like you've lost yourself again. You're in shock, and who wouldn't be? Worse still, you blame yourself for what happened. And yeah, I don't agree, but that doesn't mean I don't understand either. But here's the thing. None of that's got anything to do with Shion.
I guess.
It's about Naori, isn't it? Look, you're still here, aren't you? Who's to say this chick isn't alive and kicking out there somewhere, too? Fine, I've said my piece. The thing is, though, where does this leave Shion?
My power consumed me once already. I left behind a path of fire and destruction. And the same thing could happen again. I can't guarantee anyone's safety, including Shion's.
So you think we might get burned up because of your sovereign powers? I can think of worse ways to go. Come on, fight this thing! What happened to the guy who talked to me after my dad died? The one who cared enough to reach out and save me? That's the guy I was proud to follow. Not this faltering imposter who's taken his place.
Law.
No, I'm serious. What's gotten into you, man? Just give me the word and I'll beat some sense into you if that's what it takes. Now, I'm gonna ask you this once and only once. Are you serious about rescuing Shion or not? What's it gonna be, Alphen?
What do you think? Of course I want to rescue her. Hell, I'd do it right now if I could.
So then quit griping and do it already!
Listen, you're probably right about all this.
Alphen.
It's exactly like you said. Whatever happened in my past has nothing to do with Shion. But there's still so much that There I go again. So much for the inspiring Alphen of old.
He could be a pain sometimes. Besides, even a hero has to let the cracks show once in a while, right?
Yeah, I guess you're right. Just give me a little more time to fill in the cracks. And thanks, Law.
Hey, don't even mention it. You've totally got this, Alphen. I believe in you.
Back to the inn, I guess.
There you are!
What is it?
Zeugles, that's what! They're almost at the village gates!
Any closer and they'll be house hunting. I knew we shouldn't have cut through their territory.
That sounds bad.
Can you fight? No shame in bowing out if you're not up for it.
Kisara's right. You don't want to go overdoing it.
I'm up for it.
Really?
You ready?
As ready as I'll ever be. It's now or never, right?
Alphen, right! Great to have you back! Now let's do this!
Look sharp, people! If we don't act fast, they're going to get into the village.
Right! We need to hurry!
Remember, if the pain's too much...
We've all got our own pain to deal with. I'm done letting others pick up my slack.
Here they come! You can't let even a single one through!
There's a firm no-Zeugle policy.
Fine by me. Let's get to work then. Bet that shell's hiding something tasty.
Take this! Pierce through!
Leave me smelling to me. Damn, it's strong.
Be my guest!
All yours, Kisara.
Leave the torch to me!
Not today!
Tiger Blade! Powered up!
Holy Glimmer!
Rising Waters!
The enemy wields arch too.
We'll soon see about that.
Here I come! You'll pay for that!
We can't get out of this!
Dance in the wind! Feel!
Shield and beyond! Imbue this vanquished soul with love and trepidation!
Clear dragon! Demon Tag! Dragon Sword! You picked the wrong fight! Swallow Blade! Sword Blade Alpha!
Kisara! I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
Leave the torch
Armor
to
won't
me!
save you!
Dazzle! Swallow Dance!
Alphen, you okay?
I'm fine. This pain thing really hurts, huh?
But hey, at least you're still alive.
It wouldn't be called pain if it was pleasant. It can be pretty useful, though. It's good motivation to improve and get stronger.
Guess I've got a lot of room to improve in that regard.
Anyway, I'm glad we could protect the village, especially after everything they've done for us.
Yeah.
You know, Thistleum kind of reminds me of home. The people here have hidden themselves away out of the fear of being found, always watching their backs. Though in the end, home was destroyed anyway.
That won't happen here.
Oh? Is that a hint of fighting spirit I sense?
Yeah. I won't lie. Some of these memories will take a while to process. But I've learned something too. My rage, this fury I feel at our so-called rulers, it comes from having so much of myself stripped away from me back then. Friends, family, home. They took everything from me. And left me with nothing but guilt. I was completely alone. At least that's what I thought. But not anymore. People who I care about. Friends who hold me up. Friends who make me feel like I'm worth something. And I won't lose that. Not ever again. I'll protect those bonds with everything I have. That's why I need to keep fighting.
But Xion comes first.
Of course. First we rescue Xion, then we defeat Volron and liberate Dana. Everyone, will you fight with me?
Say the word and I'm there.
Certainly no objections.
Then it's agreed. Our next stop will be the capital, Pelegion. According to the villagers, there's a huge cliff separating Thistleum from the capital. Luckily for us, there's a path we can use to climb up.
Sounds like a plan. Let's go.
We don't know what lies ahead. We should prepare well before we venture forth.
Yeah, can't exactly fight at the top of your game when you're hungry.
Good point. Let's stop by the inn and plan our next move from there.
You're saying we should check the Owl Forest?
Okay.
Why? Is that so?
Okay.
Great job.
I'll teach you, small fry, who's the apex predator of these waters. Just watch and see.
By the way, how is Mahavar doing? Wait, don't tell me we still haven't found him.
It's not like we haven't been looking. I've covered the whole length and breadth of the coast, but...
All of the other crew members are accounted for, including us. But we weren't able to find Mahavar. He's still missing.
I see.
Perhaps he couldn't bring himself to abandon the ship.
You mean at the bottom of the ocean? Damn it.
We don't know that it sank. We all washed up on the same shore. If the ship went down, isn't it strange we haven't come across a single piece of debris?
Do you think he might still be alive somewhere out there?
I think stranger things have happened. Whether he's alive or otherwise, we've exhausted all the avenues available to us. All we can do now is press on ahead.
Fine, let's get going. Thistlein was founded by Danans fleeing the tyranny of Renan lords, right? But when you first came, they must have known Dohalim was Renan. So why do you think they let us in?
They almost didn't. But it wasn't just Dohalim they were wary of. They didn't trust any of us.
Even the weird Danans just like them?
When you live life in constant fear of being pursued, it's only a matter of time before all outsiders start to seem a potential threat.
I suppose that makes sense. So how did you convince them to trust us?
You saw how destitute the village was. They needed food, badly. We hunted some Zeugles for them. That seemed to do the trick.
Of course, a little magic-assisted roast didn't hurt things.
Never underestimate a full stomach's ability to put a person at ease. It turns out a hearty meal can be a powerful weapon. Something's on your mind. You having second thoughts about rescuing Shion?
Of course not. Shion's our friend. Almeidrea was the one I hated. For as long as I can remember, she served as a symbol to me of everything Renan. But ever since getting to know Shion, I realized it doesn't make sense to group people together like that. Every individual is different.
I see.
Besides, the situation with Almeidrea was something else entirely. I'd already decided I wasn't going to kill her, but when I saw her die right in front of me, a part of me thought it served her right, that she'd gotten what she deserved. But another part regretted that someone else had come along and killed her instead. Don't get me wrong. If I had the chance again, I still wouldn't kill her. But it's not like I'll be shedding any tears now that she's gone. It's all so confusing. I don't know how to make sense of any of it.
Who said it had to make sense?
Huh?
Rinwell, you've done nothing wrong. You've started to question the beliefs you've held all your life. It's only natural for you to feel disoriented. You didn't give in to the hatred you felt for Almeidrea. You made a choice not to kill her. And that's significant, whether you realize it or not. As for what it means exactly, that might be worth taking some time to figure out on your own.
Some time.
Or don't, if you don't want to. It's just an idea. I'm still searching too, remember?
No, I think you're right. It can't hurt to keep searching after all. And hey, thanks, Kisara. Hoodle senses an owl around here.
It feels like I'm melting.
Calaglia was pretty hot, but at least the air there was dry. Out here, it feels like I'm trying to walk through thick soup.
I can hardly breathe, it's so stuffy. And don't get me started on the insects. You hanging in there, Hoodle?
It's brutal, all right. I can feel my energy being drained away just by walking. All this vegetation makes it hard to keep an eye out. Keep your wits about you, everyone. And watch you don't keel over while you're at it.
What's needed at times like these is a relaxing hot spring. That would soon help us adjust.
And where do you expect us to find one of those?
What about you, Alphen? All that gear, and you hardly seem to be breaking a sweat.
Yeah, I guess when you've lived a life devoid of pain for as long as I have, even feeling hot and bothered can be a welcome change.
Well, lucky you, I guess. Just don't expect us to carry you when you pass out.
Let's refrain from losing. Is that the Zoogle we were told to dispatch? Wouldn't it be easier to simply use astral arts to catch the fish and be done with it?
That misses the whole point of going out to fish. Could it be? I didn't think I'd catch something this big.
Oh, yeah!
All we have to do is get rid of that thing, right?
Go no further!
Oh, now I'm real mad!
Aren't you even natural? I'll be
First strike! Dragon Swarm! I'll crush you! Lightning Reflexes! Tenebrous Claw! Resonate with the earth! You're mine!
Illuminate the dark! Come forth!
Talon Hurricane! Glimmer Dragon! Can you take it?
Don't get careless.
Man, this place is thick with foliage.
I know. It feels like we're going to be swallowed up by all these plants if we stay in here.
Indeed. I much prefer the forests in Menancia myself.
Not that I don't agree, but maybe now's not the best time for Elda Menancia Pride.
Fires of passion coursing this blade!
Slap the shock! This one keeps charging us! Ready and
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Stay rusty!
Leave it to you!
For cover, okay?
Flash you! Tempest, take this! Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang! You picked the wrong fight! I'm ready! Go! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Dance in the wind!
Snake could be
Air
abyssal
thrust!
deep!
Photon blast!
Rising Wyvern! Azure Storm!
Illuminate the
Double
dark!
Demon
Couldn't
Fang!
make it in time.
Holy glint, holy land!
Resuscitation! Here I come! Sugar!
Lightning orb!
There's always room for improvement.
Fires of passion coursing
Double
this
Demon
blade!
Fang!
Dark
Russia! Double Demon Fang! Eagle Ray! Promo Dance! Eternal Dance!
Raging cascade!
I'm on it!
Breath!
Swallow Blade! Do it!
I'll stop its charge.
Thanks, Kisara!
Longo!
Light
Nothing gets by me.
Demon Fang!
Come forth, holy glint!
Devastation! Soaring Blast!
Vanquish darkness!
Swallow Dance! I'm on a roll!
Looks like we got them all.
No backing down!
Coursing this blade!
Here I come!
Light ash
Swallow Blade! Flash! Fire Alpha!
Illuminate the dark! Come forth, holy glory!
I have no limits! You'll pay for that! No! Can't end here! Vanquished soul with love resuscitation! Not done yet! Not done yet!
My astral energy!
Pierce through! Making the abyssal
Thunder field! Raging cascade!
I really owe you
Not
one.
on my watch!
Take this! This one's in a bind! Take this! How
Far enough!
Swallow Blade! I'll crush you! Lightning Reflexes! Tenebrous Claw! Benediction.
Here's the raging cascade!
Another incantation.
Light Burst Force!
Radiant Genesis!
This should do it!
Fall into thine own
Blind you
death!
the devil! Rising Water! Do it! Mirage! I can feel my power growing!
Let's see what you've got.
Coursing this blade!
I owe you this!
Snake could be a
I don't
bit
dare!
clear for us to pass.
Double demon
Photon
fang!
dance in the wind! Air thrust! Photon blast!
Begin! Megasonic thrust!
Lightning orb!
Orochi Fury! You picked the wrong
That's
fight!
freaking
I'll
wind!
grind you into dust.
Seal!
Dragon Swarm!
Come
on through!
Hurricane!
That freaking does it!
Nothing gets by me!
Orochi Swarm!
Holy glimmer!
Far enough!
Holy
This
limb!
should do it!
Powered hurricane!
Throw escape! Severing wind!
Not on my watch!
Elusive deity.
Lightning
Rising
orb!
Wyvern!
Eagle ray.
Serpent knuckle!
Plasma shock!
Deadly supernova! Raging
All finished. I
cascade!
have no
Now!
limits.
Dance in the wind! Air!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
I've been doing really great lately.
What is this? Whoa! There's the Zoogle we were asked to handle.
Let's see what he's got.
It's coursing this blade!
Rising Wyvern!
Elusive deity.
Serpent knuckle!
Hurricane Thrust! Pistol!
Simian pests. I shall feel you where you stand.
Here I come!
Ready
Hurricane! Eternal devastation!
Leave the ensnaring to me. Yeah! And the bubble is to me! Raging Luna Sword! No further!
Eat dirt!
Talon Storm! Elusive deity!
Here I come!
Denied! Glimmer! Now I'm in the green!
You're mine!
Eagle Ray!
Demon Fang!
Now!
Sonic Thrust!
Don't get complacent.
Coming through!
Double Demon Fang!
Not on my watch!
I'm on it! Try harder!
The tempest will help you! Snake is the official deep. Clear for us a path!
Illuminate the
does
dark!
it!
Come forth, holy glimmer!
Validation light.
Firmament glimmer!
What you Demon Fang! Rising Wyvern!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Here it comes! I'm just
Lunar Rondo!
Control mine! Talon Hurricane! Leave the control to me! I'll finish you here and now! I'm ready! Don't suffer in silence! Good well! Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
Dark wind!
Plasma Shock!
Now you see what I can do!
You picked the wrong fight!
I'm ready! Small, but a victory nonetheless.
We have a long way yet to go.
What do you say we check back in on the ranch?
You can never... be too prepared. But did we have to spend so much?
Sleeping on the ground beneath the heavens like this? Why, it's hard to complain.
That was nothing.
Rinwell, mind if we chat a little?
You're still awake?
I've always been something of a night owl. Ever since back when I was someone's property. Turning in for the night only made the next day come quicker. I wasn't in any great rush.
Sorry.
What about yourself? Care to share something from before I knew you? You were part of a mage clan, right? Must have been handy being able to rely on magic for everything.
Hardly. In fact, not at all. Magic's not so special when you're not allowed to use it. Always scared of who might be watching?
Right. Sorry about that. I guess I've read too many fairy tales.
We were still made to study it every day. It doesn't make any sense if you think about it, studying the very thing you're being persecuted for. But that's what we did, just like our parents and their parents before them. Honestly, I don't even know how far back it goes.
If memory serves, mages have been the stuff of legend for ages. Even as far back as 3 centuries ago, they were myths. Your people were persecuted even before the Renans got here.
Yeah, the more I think about it, the less it makes sense though. I mean, it was Astral Arts that let the Renans dominate Dana, right? Why didn't mages end up being the rulers of Dana then?
Maybe they tried, but they just didn't have the numbers. Or maybe domination just wasn't something they were interested in. Have you ever considered it might have been something like that?
I guess I haven't.
I wonder why magic alone attracted the attention it did. Swords can be just as lethal in the right hands. Why not ban them?
My best guess? Swordsmanship can be learned by anyone. Magic's more of an exclusive club.
So, you either have the gift or you don't. When something's not easily obtainable, it's hard to comprehend. People are scared of what they don't understand. And fear leads to persecution. So the problem's not magic. It could just as easily have been anything.
Yeah. Hootle, let me know if you sense anything. I want to go back to bed.
Retreat if you know what's good for you.
Here I come! Dragon Force!
Lightning raging cat! Here goes!
Time to let it rip! Lightning thrust!
Snake could be a
Hurricane thrust! First strike! You're done! Blazing Lunarongo! I'm on it! Talon strike! Do it! Showtime! In an instant! Impact thrust!
Illuminate the
Take
field!
it!
Holy glimmer!
Be
Holy
still!
light!
I'm ready! Show me! In an instant! Impact thrust!
I'll blind you with a
That freaking does it! Here I come! I'm on! It's over!
I'll end you!
Shattering away!
Illuminate the sun! Magic is
Can you take it?
I'm ready!
Talon, Jolene! Hey! Blow them away!
My astral arts are coming along quite nicely.
Coming along? What do you want to do with them?
Oh, you know. Sprout flowers from the tip of my staff, suspended in midair.
So you want to be a street magician then? Everyone hanging in there?
Fire to passion! Course in this flame!
Take this!
That frickin' does it! That frickin' does it!
Light astral
It's
flame!
alright!
Air thrust!
Lunarongo!
Swallow dance!
Photon! Magic
Rising
is
Wyvern!
thunder
Raging
blast!
flame! Elusive
Swallow
deity!
dance!
Soaring
Now
in
in
the storm!
Eat dirt!
I'm ready!
Thousand gales! Period!
Winrow! Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
Raging lunar storm!
Thunderblade! Illuminate the
Eagle
sun!
fly! All finished with your war! He who prepares
Do
is
it!
free from
Eagle
regret.
fly! Rising Wyvern!
Now I'm real mad!
You're finished!
Talon
Hey! Demon
Lunar
Slayer!
dragon! I can carve through armor!
My exploits are bearing fruit.
Coming through!
Rending you apart!
A debut performance! Rising Wyvern!
Swallow
Take
dance!
this! Rising Wyvern! Be careful, everyone! This one isn't normal! Take it! Sword Ring
Elusive
out!
deity!
I'll
Pile driver!
this one!
Slash Lunar!
I'm on a roll now!
Lunarongo!
Hitting pile driver!
Take this! Severing Wing! You're on! Dragon Form!
Stalagmite!
First strike!
I'm just getting started!
Aqua Serpent! I'm on! Lightning Thrust!
Raising
Dance in the
Delta!
wind!
Snake crystal deep!
It's over!
In a vine!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Lightning condemned!
You picked the wrong fight!
Armor won't save you! Can you take it? Does it hurt?
Sword Rain Alpha!
Elusive deity!
Totally! In an instant! Impact Cross!
Vanquish darkness!
Rising
Not in
Wyvern!
your dreams!
Here I come!
Swallow dance!
Raging
See what
Cascade!
happened there as you crossed me? Elusive
Dragon
deity!
Form!
Dance in the wind! Air thrust!
Rising Wyvern!
With this, I can become even stronger!
Coming through!
Course in this flame! Sharp
I'll
hit!
hit you with the stuff! Savage roar!
These fists have got your name on them!
Forgive me.
This one's all mine!
Rotating pile driver!
Freezing flame!
Imbue this almost there! Now I'm in the groove!
It was never
Resonate with the earth! Stalagmite!
Take this!
Anything in
Damn
order
it!
is all
Too fast!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Double demon fang! Demon fang!
Illuminate the dark!
Resonate with the earth! Stalagmite! Scream space and blood!
Dazzle!
Leave you a bloody howling!
Mirage!
Raging Serpent Knuckles!
Plasma jump!
Flash!
Scream
Space
Tear!
and blood!
Rending
You a bloody howling!
Sleep now!
Dragon Force!
Now I'm in the groove!
Demon
I'm
fang!
ready! So that didn't go as planned.
We must consider well if this is the right path.
What's up?
Once we get to the mountain, the terrain won't be easy. We should rest up here before pressing on.
But what about Shion? She's waiting for us.
All the more reason to conserve our energy.
Huh?
It's not only the mountain. Hard though that may be, it's a pittance compared to what follows. Namely Volron. We wear ourselves out now, or worse still, get injured. We might as well show up gift-wrapped. Right, Kisara?
That's right. Besides, Alphen still hasn't fully recuperated yet.
I'm fine. Don't stop on my account.
Oh, really? Well, in that case, it's me who wants to take a rest for a while. Does that suit you better?
A little bit.
So, Alphen, 300 years, huh? Care to share the secret to such a long and healthy life?
I wish I knew. Once I left Lenegis, the next thing I remember is waking up in Calaglia. Everything in between is a blank.
You mean there are still gaps in your memory?
I've heard of starships with devices that can stave off imminent death by putting their passenger into a deep sleep. They're usually only intended as a temporary solution, until proper treatment for an ailment or injury can be obtained.
You think he might have been asleep in that starship for 300 years? But why? What would be the point?
Might this Naori have had a hand in it?
What do you mean?
If she's Renin like you say she is, she would have understood how to operate the starship better than yourself.
You're saying she deliberately put me to sleep for 300 years?
Dohalim, that's a bit of a leap.
Forgive me. I spoke out of turn. I'm merely thinking aloud, that's all. Shion and the maiden Naori. After 300 years, it's not unreasonable to suspect they may be related. Shion is nearly the perfect image of her, yes? She also just so happens to be connected to you. Is it merely a coincidence?
Like I've told you 1,000,000 times already, I wouldn't know.
Well, if you're absolutely certain that it couldn't have been Naori, then I guess I must have been mistaken. Complicated machinery can sometimes break down or have failures. Sorry for being presumptuous.
Hold on a sec. Alphen, you said the mask was to placate you, right? To keep your guilt and rage in check? And you were wearing it the whole time you were asleep, right?
I guess I must have been.
So that's 300 years you were wearing it. It's just a hunch, but do you think that the mask might be...
The reason he lost all his memories?
All but a select few strong ones, so deeply ingrained in his psyche that he saw them in the form of dreams. It's not completely out of the question.
In which case, maybe it was the mask numbing his sense of pain, too.
It's certainly possible. As for how, I wouldn't know, but the dampening effect on his psyche could have manifested itself physically as well.
I'm sorry for snapping at you back there. It's thanks to you that I feel like that we're finally getting somewhere with all this.
No apologies necessary. Reading others' feelings has never been my strong suit.
So he finally admits it.
I really hope Shion's okay.
I get why you're concerned. But if you don't rest when you can, you're going to regret it.
She's right. We need our rest to conserve our strength.
Yeah, you're right. Thanks, you two.
No problem. We'll save Shion. I know we will.
Hell yeah! There's no way you can complain about how this tastes!
Alone. I'm all alone.
Let's go. We don't want to keep Shion waiting.
I always hear you muttering to yourself whenever we're in battle. So, just what are you saying?
Why do you want to know? Does it bother you or something?
Not really. It's just the way you talk is sometimes kind of creepy. So I was wondering if you vent your frustration through your magic. Are you yelling, "You stupid jerk," or something like that to pump yourself up?
What? No, that's not what's happening during my incantations. I'm just focused, so I match my tone to fit the mood of whatever I'm trying to invoke.
Invoke?
How do I put it? Basically, the elemental astral energy behind each art, I guess.
Astral energy? Hold on, are you saying you can talk to astral energy?
Not exactly. But if I put emotion into what I say, it's easier for me to properly cast my arts. That makes sense?
Kind of. Okay, so if you can talk to astral energy, then you can ask it to, like, predict the weather or find secret treasure?
Wait, you don't really think that, do you?
Or you can ask it to send down lightning to where there's bad guys lurking and...
May lightning condemn those who bear false! Thunderblade!
What are you doing? You almost fried me with that!
I just asked the astral energy to send down lightning where there were annoying boys.
I don't know what to do. Things can't go on like this.
What do you mean?
Ah! Oh! It's you, Rinwell.
You were talking about me, weren't you?
No, I wasn't. I've just been thinking about some things.
Really? How unusual.
Cut it out. I'm being serious here.
Sorry.
I was thinking about... You know how I used to work for Ganabel back when I was in Cyslodia?
Yeah, of course. You were brought in after the Snake Eyes killed your friends, right? I mean, you had to.
Right. I used to have nightmares about it when I fell asleep. But lately that's been happening a lot less. I don't know how to feel about that.
That's a good thing, isn't it? You should be happy.
Yeah, but... I did a lot of terrible things back then. And I'm scared I'm starting to forget what I did.
Okay, so let me just get all of this straight. You think you'll forget everything if you stop having those nightmares? Why?
Because... You know me. I'm freaking stupid.
But it sure doesn't sound to me like you've forgotten.
Oh, yeah. But still.
I don't think those nightmares going away means you've forgotten. Maybe it's a sign that you've come to terms with what you did.
Come to terms? You mean like Alphen with his past? You think that's what's happening?
Yeah, I do. You're pretty amazing, Law.
I am?
Yeah. Not all of us have figured out how to accept our pasts. Least of all, me.
Rinwell.
That's what we're going to climb?
The villagers managed it on their escape from the city. We're going in the opposite direction, but where there's a will...
There's always a way, right? And it looks like we're out of options. Let's grit our teeth and go! Is it just me, or does Rinwell suddenly seem much more comfortable around Dohalim than she used to?
I noticed that too. When the two of them came and found me together back on the beach, I could hardly believe my eyes.
It's not like we had a choice or anything. Law and Kisara had to hang back to convince the villagers we meant them no harm. More than that, though. There are a lot of things I've still got to come to terms with regarding Almeidrea. But I guess I'm through making snap judgments based on someone's origin. At least, I'm trying to be. I guess you could say it's a work in progress.
I see. You hear that, Law? Sounds like all that hard effort wasn't for nothing.
Yeah.
That's got to be reassuring to hear. Right, Dohalim?
Not being subjected to unwarranted suspicion is certainly welcome.
Yeah, that long-winded way you have of talking, though? Not so much a fan of that.
I think that's more of a personality thing than a Renin trait.
Really? In that case, I won't have to feel guilty getting annoyed by it. I think... Poodle said... senses something.
You guys want to rest here?
Ho 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 ho! Ho ho ho!
Maybe something's going on in the forest.
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out.
Arc sealed!
Now I can let eat dirt!
Begin.
Confiscated!
You're mine. Armor won't save you.
You're mine!
Elusive
I'm on
deity.
Sonic Drum!
Take this.
I'm ready! Show me! In an instant! Impact Claw!
We work well together.
Like a finely timed walk.
Nice, Claw!
Leave it all to love.
Hey, I'm here too, you know.
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Quite necessary when creating weaponry.
Crap. This injury hurts more than I thought. Shion, sorry, but could you... Oh. Right.
Fire fantastic course in this blade!
Can you take it?
Take it! I'm on it!
Elusive deity.
You picked the wrong fight!
Tornado fly.
Orochi Fury!
Dark wind.
Too fast!
Stand back. I'll shoot the other.
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
See that?
That training's paying off.
Now in the grip.
Air thrust!
Yes, I'm getting stronger.
Care to put that claim to the test?
I'd love to, but I got this thing.
Discourteous, son.
Course in this blade!
Come one, come all!
Armor won't save you.
Confiscated! Illuminate the dark!
Orochi Fury!
Prepare to be
Holy
sealed.
land!
In a vine. Come and get it. I'm ready.
Leave the enemy heart!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
See that?
That training's paying off.
It's on! You picked the wrong fight!
You attack without mercy.
Because I can't afford to hesitate.
Not against the worthy of them.
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Hey! Poodle's quivering! I think we're about to be real lucky! Hi, Hoodle!
Far enough! Severing Wind!
Raging Lunar Storm.
Talon Hurricane!
Begin.
First strike! Talon Sword!
Here goes!
Sword Rain out!
All back in their defenses.
Glad you have your uses.
Now you see. I'll
show you how useful I can be! I'm on it! No further! I'll run you through! Lunar Rondo! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! See that?
That training's paying off!
Orochi Fury! Eat dirt!
Get on in there with the
I'll
others!
take you all out! Strike! Lunar Rondo!
Maelstrom!
Astral
Do it! That's my feeling! Demon's Descent!
Flashing Bang!
I think I'm getting stronger.
Oh yeah? Think you could beat me at arm wrestling?
When have I not beaten you?
Right. I'll just go on ahead then.
I've never stood so close to a waterfall like this before.
I bet it'd feel real refreshing to take a shower underneath this water.
You're welcome to try. But that...
Little help!
Snake of the Abyssal Sea! I'm on it! You're mine! Armor won't save you!
They may look cute and stuff, but they're
I'll
big.
run you through!
Get on in there with the others.
You're mine! Now I'm in the groove! Rising
Now.
Wiper! Big Blast!
Frozen.
Hammer!
May 1,000 gales. Carry
Hold
it
your
in.
hand!
Got ready.
Lunar Rondo!
I need something.
You need to be healed.
How the mighty have fallen.
Carry it.
Stay calm.
Now I can let loose.
Oh! Now I'm real mad!
In a bind, this one's all mine. Demon Fang! Turbo Demon Fang! You picked the wrong fight.
Illuminate the dark.
Blade.
Come forth, holy glimmer.
Let us take
Holy
to the
lamp.
fray. Small, but a victory nonetheless. Bless.
We have a long way yet to go.
They got me flanked!
Fire's attack. Forces this blade.
Far enough! Now I can let... Take this!
Elusive deity!
Rotating Rising Wiper! Tornado Blast! Smash you! Try harder!
The enemy wields armor too.
We'll soon see about that.
Be still!
Holy lamp.
Raging Flame!
Frozen.
Hammer! Here I come! This one's all mine!
Eagle fly.
Eat dirt! Try harder! I'll run you through! I'll finish you here
Not
and
on
now!
my watch.
Rip it apart!
May 1,000 gales. We're in the home stretch, guys.
Eyes on the prize!
That focus goes double for you lot.
Come on! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
How's that for a kick? I'm getting better, right?
Quite. I'll be relying on your fancy footwork.
Does fancy footwork mean running away like a chicken?
No!
Great!
Little help.
Anything in armor is all mine! I can carve through armor!
Sharpness.
Okay,
Here I
Take
go!
this.
Rising Wyvern!
I'm on it! I'll end you!
Illuminate the dark. Come forth, holy lamp.
Eat this!
Ready.
Sword Rain Alpha!
Don't mind if I do.
I'm ready!
Ridwell!
Demon's Descent.
Flashing Bang!
Easy. Way to go.
No armor can stop me!
Remind me to stay on your good side.
Take the distance! Here I come!
Firmament.
Now I'm real mad!
Azure Storm! First strike! Double Demon Blade!
There you go!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Leave the charges to me!
Illuminate the dark!
Eat this!
Rising Warrior!
Rising Flash! I'll crush you! Lightning Reflexes! Tenebrous Claw! Take this!
Be still!
All
Hurricane
hitting you here
Jolly!
now!
In an instant! Impact Claw!
There's more where that came from.
Right, here you go!
Where's the display?
Slap denied! I owe you one.
Maybe show Kisara a little kindness, huh?
She is strong. She can handle it.
Demon Blade!
You can be really dense, Dohleen.
Jolly! In an instant! Impact Claw! We work well together.
Like a finely timed waltz.
It's almost too strong.
Split it open!
Be my guest.
I'll grind you with a now you see what I can watch this!
Show it on the wind. Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Step back, this one's all law! It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out.
Rising Wyvern! First strike! Azure Storm!
Rip
Double
Take
Demon Blade!
this! Do it!
Lightning Orb!
Jolly! In an instant! Impact Claw!
My exploits are bearing fruit.
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out. Leave the charges to me. I'm on it. Oh, ancient deity. Swallow dance. Eat this.
I'm not done! Sword Alpha!
Did you hear it now?
Rising Wyvern! I'm not done!
Couldn't make it in time.
Dragon Form!
Your blade moves like silk. I just let my instincts take over. How fascinating.
Take this!
I can't hold on much longer!
Rising Wyvern!
Illuminate the dark!
First strike!
River!
Rising Wyvern!
Holy Land!
Big Blast! You're mine! Here! Like this one's all mine!
Eat this.
Rising Wyvern! You're mine! Pierce through! Sword Lane Alpha! Nothing knuckle!
Raging Cascade!
Eat this.
Pierce
You're
through!
going to stop time!
Sword Lane Alpha! Raining Flash!
Holy Land!
Freaking madness.
No,
Can't end here!
forgive me. This is my fault.
Take this.
Sword Lane Alpha! Blew away!
Dohleen!
Light burst forth.
Radiant Genesis! You don't mess around!
Pierce through! This one's all mine! Eat dirt!
Light Astral Raging
Azure Storm!
Another incantation ruined.
Destruction!
Get out of here with the others! Firmament Warrior!
Smash you.
You're mine!
Earth Wall!
Orochi's Fury!
We may be a touch beyond our depth.
We barely got a look at the thing.
Thus our strength yet grows.
Hey, new equipment!
How much farther?
I don't think we're even halfway there yet. Hang in there.
Scorching this blade!
Denied!
Elusive deity! Escape! Lunar Rondo!
Raging Lunar Storm!
Sleep now.
I'm on it! Elusive deity!
You're mine!
I'm on it!
Talon Storm! Take this!
In here!
Dance on the wind!
Talon
Hurricane! Ripping tear! Rending you a bloody howling! I'm like bait to them! Do it! The abyssal...
In an instant! Impact block! We work well together.
Like a finely timed rope.
I'll smash you! Dance on the wind!
Not on my watch!
Swallow dance!
You have such an
You picked the
incredible
wrong fight.
technique.
Brute force is nothing without elegance of
Raging
form.
cascade!
I don't know if I say nothing.
Can you take it? Elusive deity! Eagle now in the clear!
Totally! In an instant! Impact block!
I think I'm getting stronger.
Judging by the stench, I'd say the animals at the ranch are all grown now.
What is this place?
Careful. We've got company.
Doesn't look like we're getting past without a fight.
Watch your feet. Fall from here and it's curtains.
We're just trying to get past. Get out of our way!
Save your breath while that thing seizes a talking meal.
Then let's show it how wrong it is. Is it trying to stop us?
Deny!
Okay!
Tear!
Hurricane
Cover! Hit him where it hurts!
Hurricane thrust!
Lightning carve through armor!
Hurricane thrust! Talon Hurricane! Hurricane thrust!
Eagle Fly!
This
Come
one's
on,
all
now!
mine! You picked the wrong fight!
The fluidity of your movement is simply incredible.
Bravo Demon Fang!
Soaring lava blade!
Its wings are lighting up!
It's getting ready to attack!
Dad!
Forgive such tremendous power.
Don't face it head on.
Air thrust!
Hurricane thrust! First strike!
Can you take it?
You're mine! Demon Fang! Demon Fang!
What's this?
Dragon Swarm!
Terrific tear! Resonate with
This
the
time!
Stalagmite!
Turtle Devastation! You picked the wrong fight!
Divine retreat!
I can carve through armor! Bloody
Sonic
hell! Blazing
Not in
blade!
your dreams!
Formal dance! Let's tear him up!
Face you! To be still!
Elusive deity! Eat this!
That did it.
Dance in the wind! Air thrust!
Ignite
Illuminate the dark! Come forth, holy glitter, holy land!
I'll stop its charge.
Thanks, Kisara!
elusive deity! Now or never! Rotating ball! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Raging cascade!
You're mine!
No further! What's this?
Blow away!
Here!
Crush!
Get up!
Resonate with the
Demon
earth!
Fang!
Stalagmite!
No art of being interrupted.
Crush! Eternal Devastation!
Face you!
Eat dirt!
Dance on the wind! Smash you!
There you go! Don't let up!
Rising Water!
I'll finish you here and not my fighter!
Stay away from my friend! Luna Rondo!
Resonate with the earth! Stalagmite!
Magic is there!
From beyond, imbue this vanquished soul with love resuscitation!
Try harder!
Not done yet! From beyond, imbue this vanquished soul with love!
Stand here!
That's gonna smart.
Try harder!
Elusive deity!
Lightning
Eternal Devastation!
Rotating pile!
Illuminate the dark! Come forward, holy land!
Azure Tenor!
Nailed in the groove!
Forward behind.
Looks like this one's mine!
Like hell it is.
Don't mind if I do.
Snake could be a shattering force of
Eternal
power!
Devastation!
Now you see what I can do!
Dragon Swarm! Eternal Devastation! You're done!
Dance in the wind!
Eternal Devastation!
Either way!
Like action, getting stronger!
Do it! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! With fauna like that, I'm impressed so many people from Thistleum made it through here alive.
Who's to say there weren't a whole lot more of them who didn't?
Well, at any rate, it should be a safer climb now that we've cleared the way a bit, right?
No. So long as people feel the need to face terrain this perilous, I'd say true safety's some way off.
You mean defeating Volron and putting an end to the crown contest, right? I guess that would be the best solution here, huh?
We've wasted enough time here already. Let's get going. She on me.
How are we still not there yet? It feels like we've been climbing this mountain forever.
It helps if you try not to look up or down. All you need is silent determination. Talking too much will only waste energy and burn you out.
I'm too tired to look up or down, even if I wanted to.
Take care you don't fall, at least. Unless you want to make a Zoogl's day, that is.
Zoogles? Why would they care if I fell or not?
How would you feel if a 3-course meal fell right out of the sky at your feet?
Zoogle Chow.
Law? Best not to listen to him if you can help it. You'll only be encouraging him if you do.
Tell me that before I listen next time.
Still, Tovalim has a point. One wrong step and it's curtains.
Wouldn't it be great if we could all fly like Hootle? I bet even the refugees who didn't make it would have made it to Thistleum that way.
Until we magically sprout wings. Let's just watch where we're stepping instead, okay? Come on. Shion's waiting for us. Wish they were all that easy.
Yeah, I think we might be getting too strong.
Isn't that good?
Play along, would you?
Hey! Are you insane? What the hell were you thinking? I thought we were gonna die!
One simply needs to be bold and act with conviction in times such as these.
Did you know it was gonna be safe before you jumped? Because I sure didn't.
More or less. I figured there would likely be a basin here akin to most such waterfalls.
Don't just make people jump off cliffs on a hunch!
Are we ever gonna finish climbing this ladder?
We're climbing a considerable height. It's only natural that it will take some time.
That's not the problem here!
We are getting closer to the top, aren't we?
You've just got to keep your spirits up, Rinwell. Positive thinking is everything.
We finally reached the top.
My limbs feel like they're about to fall off.
Already? You kids need to train more.
You dare strike me from behind? Elusive deity! Evictor! I'm ready! Demon Lord! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! See that?
That training's paying off!
We are freaking invincible!
Even in the other... We are strong!
What about me?
Illuminate the top!
Dragon Sword!
Holy Glimmer! Holy Lance!
Eagle Fly! I'm on a roll now!
Together, that wasn't even a problem.
An opponent like this should be easy.
Stay calm.
Save you!
I shall provide assistance.
Now I can let loose.
First strike! Blazing flame! Now!
I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
Illuminate the dark! Come forth, holy glimmer!
Its armor's too strong.
Split it open!
Be my guest.
Double demon!
I'm ready.
Doing!
In an instant.
Impact block!
We work well together.
Like a finely timed one.
Blazing flame! Yeah! And the trouble is...
We managed to pull through.
I sense a strange power from... this.
Yeah, if only I were a cat. We did it. We've reached the top of the mountain.
About damn time. My knees are singing symphonies over here.
Look, there it is!
That's it. That's Pelegion, the seat of Volron's power.
So that's where Shion's being held?
Most likely.
Most likely.
That is what I said, yes.
Pelegion's still our best lead, so that's where we go, right?
Any advice before we head in there?
No.
No?
In the ancient tongue, Ganeth Heros means Fortress of Naught, though I fail to see what insight that nugget of trivia holds.
I guess I just thought you might have something we could use.
Since Volron became Lord, the only thing this realm has been known for is its shroud of secrecy. It is Volron's stronghold. All else is incidental. Just keep in mind that you can't be too careful inside.
Speaking of which, just how are all of us planning to get inside, exactly?
It's not like there are any secret passages.
We've come this far. If there's no other way in, I guess we'll just have to use the front gate. Volron told us to come find him, which means he's expecting us. Let's do this the old-fashioned way.
Land of water or no, this place has a most curious atmosphere.
I'd be taking a dip.
I sure hope nothing bad's happened to Shion.
Keep those thoughts to yourself, Rinwell. Everyone's anxious enough as it is.
Sorry. It's just... I can't seem to stop thinking about it. What do you think it is that Volron wanted with her anyway?
Going by what he said back on Almeidria's ship, it would appear his primary target is Alphen. Though, it's likely he hasn't forgotten the blow he sustained at Shion's hand either. That might even be what ignited his interest.
Yeah, did you see the way he reacted? It was like he was enjoying every moment. Even his pain at Shion's thorns. Oh, that guy's just creepy.
Let's just hope he's keeping his perverted tendencies in check.
What? Law? Don't say things like that.
It's not like we weren't all thinking it.
That's still no reason to...
All right, you two. Now that's enough already. Alphen shouldn't have to grit his teeth while he listens to you.
Oh.
Sorry.
I swear I've seen that castle somewhere before. You're right. I remember seeing it from the cliffs in Calaglia, across the sea.
You mean Volron's castle?
Yeah, that must have been it.
Geographically, it would make sense. It's most certainly large enough to be seen from afar.
Back then, I had Shion and Zephyr with me.
Well, we haven't lost Shion. We can still get her back, you know.
That's right. I won't let Volron take her away from us.
Hey, that actually...
Kisara, let's talk for a bit.
Sorry for rambling on so much about my past earlier.
Don't sweat it. It was fun hearing you reminisce about the good old days.
Come on, you don't have to pretend with me. I know I can tend to go on sometimes, when it comes to my brother.
You said it, not me. Anyway, I don't think it's something for you to be embarrassed about.
Hey, Alphen. When you were a kid, was there ever a time when you had to bury someone younger than you?
Well, it's hard to say. I'm guessing that you have, though.
Yeah. During the previous crown contest, with the Lord before Dohalim. Life back then was truly hell. I think that's why I tried to ignore what Miguel was telling me for so long. Because I was afraid of going back to such a dark time. Of losing hope. I wanted to believe in our paradise so much that I doubted the one person I should have trusted most. I don't blame Dohalim for that. I simply didn't want to face facts. And I ended up trying to project my ideals onto everyone else.
It's strange. Whenever you and Dohalim talk about Menancia, it's always like it's some big failure. We're talking about fixing 300 years worth of damage here. Isn't it a bit optimistic to think it was all going to be resolved after only 5?
You might be right. Maybe it was a mistake when Menancia... No. When I decided to stop seeing the darkness in our society. I have to admit the truth. To myself, first of all. I'll take watch tonight. It's okay. Before we... go. Do you guys have everything?